Good morning, all. Okay, this is to all. I'm doing this as a favor to all of the three ex-vegans that really helped me out as vegan phobic, uh, vegan deterioration, and anti-vegan. Um, if it wasn't for them, I probably would have went blindly ahead and became vegan. And at my age, at 55, I think the negative effects would have been quite severe over a time period. And I'm going to let you guys, I'm a professional. I'm out of New York. I'm what you call a data miner, analyst, info dog. There's a lot of nicknames. Um, what I noticed in your situation where you guys actually, your health suffered and went down from veganism, the facts why the current vegan aristocracy is so concerned about this is because a vast majority of vegans return to eating meat. Uh, they say that, you can read the article right here, return to eating meat. The survey of around 11,000 Americans, the organization found 84% of the vegetarians and vegans return to eating meat. Okay, and they say that nearly a third don't last more than 3 months. Most lapse within a year, but a third of them. And this is the reason why these vegans are so concerned about what you're saying, because this is their dirty little secret, right? And they don't want anybody to know it. And most of the facts of why uh, veganism fails is because basically everybody realizes over a amount of time it's difficult to get the nutrition that you need out of it. You're sitting there planning your meals all day long, and you're going to have to, instead of spending an hour on lunch, what are you gonna do? You're gonna spend 6, 7 hours putting your meal together. I might over exaggerate the time, but you're talking a lot of time for meal prep, and then looking to see if you get the proper nutrition. Then you have to go and plan your supplements out. It's ridiculous. It's not a modern diet for a modern world. It's too time consuming. You'll get as much nutrition, healthy nutrition, if you cook a piece of decent meat. When they keep saying cancer, if you look at the study, it says processed meats like cold cuts. Those are the stuff that will damage you. As for the rest of the report, all the rest is fine. I also noticed that there's a little change in the narrative and an ideology of veganism. You'll notice it went from nutrition, which now they totally ignore, and they went to animal ethics. All right, they're going to try. They couldn't get people in there for the nutrition wise because they were defeated on that on every level. So now they're going to the ethics. They don't want to talk about it. Yesterday, to see if I was correct on that theory, I put it in practice. I went over to those annoying vegans, the husband and wife that it seems like these vegans are now coming in and organizing to attack the more popular ex-vegans channels that are exposing all of this because it's hurting them. They wouldn't pay attention to it unless it's hurting them. But the problem is, it's always been hurting them. They can't keep their numbers. They get very few vegans left over by the end of the year. And the more they keep spreading this, they're going to run into more and more ex-vegans who already went through this, and they're just going to be rejected out of hand. They know this. So what they're going to, it seems like just this last couple of weeks, everybody's commenting on the few of the most popular ex-vegans who are out there standing up to this nonsense these vegans are starting to spread. Now, yesterday, if you go to the live stream of those annoying vegans, the husband and wife couple, they openly mentioned that you guys were spreading hate. So I just said, well, put the hate aside. Of course, you guys are going to be angry because your health went in the shitter following people who are telling you that this diet is totally nutritional, which is a lie. And they know it, and that's why they switched the narrative now over to ethics. You'll also, so I put them to the test to see if they knew anything about nutrition. Now, they were saying their diet was complete. Okay, I go, okay, I'm going to ask you, how many carrots does it take to get your daily requirement of vitamin A? And the answer is, I knew it was about a quarter of a carrot. Well, they actually had to look it up. If you go to the video on the live stream, you'll see me in the chat box, Crypto007, asking them a question, and they're answering it. If these people are so concerned about nutrition, don't you think they should know something? And I think I know why. After you seen these kids basically starve to death and their vegan parents go to jail, they started to shift the narrative because now they're worried about getting sued. You have these people telling you they're experts. They take their evidence from these quack doctors who write a paper, right, a theory. It doesn't, the ADA, they use the American Dietitian Association, right? Oh, they're saying it's a full diet, the ADA, which is attached, I think is attached to the World Health Organization. And then you go to the Mayo Clinic. Mayo Clinic is a bunch of esteemed doctors that are also professors. You see, and every time they do a study, they don't use just one professor like Dr. Greger. They have a team, 6, 7, 8 professionals in their field. And then they'll do a study. And then after they find the study, they pair it out to see if they can find the same results. And then after they get those results, then they'll make a statement because they have backing of other nutritionists, other clinics, other firms, other think tanks. Excuse me. So there's the difference between Dr. Greger and these new one-off vegan doctors, whatever you want to call them. I'm sorry to you doctors out there. You got to have a 3-generation study on anything that has to do with nutrition because nutrition affects the human body over the long term, not a couple of months. But in this case, we can see the damage because basically starvation can be seen within a week. You don't eat proper within a week, people are going to start to notice. If you happen to be a middle income American, you'll tend to be obese. Okay, so if you go on the vegan diet, you're going to get good results. You're going to clear out your arteries of the excess. Okay, and you're going to go down to the minimum. But that's the problem with veganism. The problem is you just don't lose the weight to where you want to go. If you stay on veganism, your weight keeps going down. You start to lose minerals and deplete, and plus eating plants loaded with oxalates is going to actually strip your body of vital minerals. And most of these minerals need the fat from meat to actually be absorbed by the body. They work as a catalyst. The fat works as a catalyst to get the minerals into the body where they're needed. They transport them through the bloodstream. Plus, this might be a startling find to vegans. Do you know what your brain is made of? 40% of it is made of cholesterol. Do you know your bone marrow actually needs cholesterol to produce red and white blood cells? Most of the cells in the human body are made of cholesterol. If your body doesn't have a supply of cholesterol, it cannot repair itself efficiently. That's why everybody's getting sick. You get a cold when you're a vegan, you get some kind of infection, your body is struggling to replace those cells that are dying off in the battle against the illness. Your health is going to get even worse. It's going to be compounded because you lack the basic nutrients your body needs to even produce a white cell. So it's all simple to see what's going on here. These vegans are not nutritionalists, and they know it. And they're not. And after this shakeup, where these children have died of starvation, they're all going now, jumping on the ethics bandwagon to promote this diet as being ethical. So right now, what you're getting is a full admittance that you from them that their diet's not has nothing to do with nutrition. They told me that. Again, go to the live stream. You'll see Crypto 007. You know my symbol, and you'll see me asking them questions, and they even said it. And I asked several vegans this. The debate on nutrition is dead. Again, when you don't want to fight the battle because you fear losing it, you kind of fool yourself. These vegans that they won the battle, they haven't. They their diet is killing people. That's it, flat out. If you're on a diet and it kills you, it means the diet's no good. It's that simple. So watch out for these vegans. They're snakes. Don't be surprised if they don't start trying to hack your accounts, and they're gonna start. They're trying now. You're full of hate. No, you guys, you got to tell them you're not full of hate. You're full of holding them responsible for basically making people sick through their quackery. Just tell them that right to their face. It has nothing to do with hate. Well, maybe it does. I don't like you too much. Why? Because you engaged in quackery and you convinced me to buy into this, and I got sick. Just tell them to their face and let's see what they say. What's wrong with hate? What's wrong having some animosity to a person that does that to you and then doesn't want to face the responsibility of it? You guys got to tell them. You got to confront them. You're selling me this garbage, and I got sick, and then you want me not to have any animosity towards you? Or you tell them, are you psychotic? That's the human range of emotion. Somebody screws you, you get pissed at them. You tell them to their face. Tell them to their face. Okay, so I'm going to post this up there and I'll give it to you. You need to go and tell them to their face. Your diet got me sick. Your diet is getting people sick. Your diet has caused kids to die of starvation. And then you don't want people to get mad at you? You want to continue to make the sale? When 84% of vegans and vegetarians quit for the same reasons that I went through. You tell them. Tell them. Kids, don't let these guys bully you. They're gonna try. That's what they're trying to say now. Oh, you're bullying us. Oh my God. Well, some people aren't gonna like it. What do you think? You know, people think that you just dislike people out of the blue, like you're a hateful, evil person. They're trying to portray that about you guys, but we know it's fake because you guys. I asked you questions. I never seen any hate. But when you guys got sick, I can understand why you don't like these vegans anymore. Nobody likes them, and they better get used to them. 84% of the people that go into veganism leave. Why? Because the diet doesn't work, and they quit. In the first, a third of them quit in the first 3 months. Ask them that. Why does that happen? And then you tell them, "Let me tell you why it happens, and let me tell you why we're angry." Tell them. Get them on. Get them online. Tell them you need to realize what you've done here. And sitting there playing this little politically correct game that they're playing, well, they're just picking on us because they're full of hate. You're telling me all of these people out here, and 100% of the vegans, 84% of them take off from you guys because you're pushing quackery. Tell them, guys, don't be afraid. I'm not egging you on to start a war, but these guys are trying to make you look like the bad guy, and it's a typical vegan thing. Sit there and talk in a nice, kind voice, and use this technique to get people to like you and believe you. And they're in a failing industry. And their activism's failing, and that's all it is. They're failing, so they're getting more aggressive, and aggression from a vegan is laughable. You guys know that. They don't even have the strength to get out of the bed. So you guys need to go over there and tell these guys to their face in front of everybody. Why do you think we bear animosity toward you? Why do 84% of the vegans out there who start leave in 3 months, and the rest leave in a year? How many people if you tell me keep pushing veganism, there ain't gonna be one person on this earth besides themselves soon if they keep it up. That's vegan. So guys, use my information. You guys need anything, you just come over to me and ask me a couple of questions, and I'll help you out, because I don't want to see people get sick, and I don't want to see people die, and I'm not going to stand here and let it happen. You guys helped me. God knows, but in the next year or so, if I would have fell into the trap to lose weight, you probably would have been talking to a scarecrow. I probably would have died. I have MS. So you can imagine what would happen without B12, and you have MS. What would have happened to me? Probably in a year, I probably wouldn't be speaking to you right now. All right, guys, I'm out. God bless you. Keep up the good work. You need any help? I'm a good data sourcer. I know how to do research. I'll get you the information that you need. You got to shove it in these people's face. You got to stop the death cult. I'm out of here.